everybody. I'm Steve Beckmen, winemaker for Beckmen Vineyards, and I'm up today in the cellar of the main house on the estate winery property, here to talk about a new release wine, the 2017 Purisima Mountain Vineyard Viognier. So Viognier is not something that I embraced early on in our Rhone path towards winemaking. I actually looked at some other Rhone white grapes like Marsanne and Roussanne and Grenache Blanc before I looked at Viognier, but I had some eye-turning Viogniers that really made me wonder about whether we could be successful with the variety on Purisima Mountain. Several years ago, I pulled out an older block of Syrah and planted some Viognier in about 2 acres in Block 5 on Purisima Mountain. We planted those as sticks and rooted them into the ground in place, and little did I know that Viognier was not a very vigorous varietal. So it took about 5 seasons for us to actually get a crop. But now we're on our 10th or 11th season with the Viognier, and it's finally producing full crops consistently year in and year out. And the quality of the grapes was really surprising at first, but now we've just grown accustomed to making some really outstanding Viognier out the vineyard year after year. The style that I really go for is one that's a little fresher, a little cleaner, one that has a little bit more acidity. Now Viognier you can make in a couple of different styles, but this is definitely the style that I prefer for Beckmen Vineyards and the one that I prefer to make off of Purisima Mountain. So it's very fresh, but with that, it doesn't lose all of its intensity. You know, Viognier is a very complex grape. It's very expressive. I think a lot of people wait for it to get really, really ripe to get more of that expression out of it, but it still has this wonderful complexity and depth and aromatics, picked at slightly lower potential alcohol and sugar numbers. With that, we ferment it all in stainless steel. Again, we're really trying to preserve the wine's freshness, its vibrancy, its energy, and its aroma. But after it's fermented, we'll put it down and age part of it in some neutral barrel and the rest of it in some stainless steel barrel. I find that little bit of barrel helps to add a little bit more of the texture that you get in the finished wine. So it comes across as a little rounder and a little fuller on the mouth than just having it all done in stainless steel. That steel part is really the freshness part. It really captures everything that we're looking to get out of the wine aromatically and in the mouth. Really excited about the release of the 2017 Viognier. This is actually the first wine that I made via phone. I was actually in Europe when the grapes were picked for this wine, and so my well-established crew of Abel and Neil Redmond, as you guys know from the tasting room, actually processed and pressed this wine while I was gone. So actually I got kind of used to making wine by the phone, and I could easily do that with something like a white wine, where the decisions are really made in the vineyard. The picking call that's made is really going to determine the style of the wine for the whites. Really, I hope you enjoy this 2017 Viognier. I know Abel and Neil really enjoyed making it for you, and I enjoyed finishing it.